Azerbaijan, the tiny republic located in South Caucasus, is threatening Iran with military drills, openly talking about the need to occupy huge parts of its motherland. I know the world is changing, but boy, it's getting really scary when Baku threatened its mother, Iran, showing their forces passing through the border and invading Iran during the recent drill they had mutually with Turkey. Now you know, yes, Turkey as the NATO guy here and Israel as the direct US partner are playing the game in this part of the world, trying to put brothers in front of each other and wage a war like what has already been seen in Ukraine or maybe soon in Taiwan. Republic of Azerbaijan's armed forces have conducted joint military exercises with Turkey on border with Iran in a conspicuous show of force as Baku-Tehran relations continue to deteriorate. The drills follow Iranian exercises on the other side of the border 6 weeks earlier and has been framed as an explicit rebuttal to those drills, down to the most provocative element, a practice crossing the river that forms the border between the two countries. But this is actually not like that. Azerbaijan's defense minister published a press release, photos and video, including the deployment of a pontoon bridge over a river and a tank crossing it. A website close to the Army of Azerbaijan wrote, "The water obstacle will not stop Azerbaijani soldiers." By the way, the video of these exercises perfectly show it all. We advise the enemy of our country from the other side of the Araz River to watch it. So they are framing Iran to be their enemy, but in reality, it's not. Beyond the river crossing, the main significance of the event was the Turkish involvement. While this phase of Iran-Azerbaijan conflict has been going on for some time, including smaller Azerbaijani exercises held immediately after the Iranian ones on the border, this is the first time Turkey has so publicly gotten Baku's back against Tehran. Hulusi Akar, Turkish defense minister, said during the exercise, "A friend for one of us is a friend to the other one, and an enemy is the enemy for both of us." I have talked about the evil plan Turkey has for Iran in another episode. I'll put the link in the description. In the West of Asia, these kinds of actions is normal. Turkey now thinks Iran is weaker than before and it can get something out of the chaos. Turkey forgot the fact that the power of an ancient country like Iran is its people, not the government, which is now actually not really popular. And from people's perspective in Iran, Baku is not a separate country, a separate nation. But there is a difference between the drill both countries held on the border. Azerbaijan's self-confidence was raised after defeating Armenia in the Karabakh 2020 war, where they actually won with the help of Turkey against a crippled Armenian country. But their confidence can now be called illusion when they think Iran is like Armenia for them. There is a delicate fact in this tit-for-tat game. Iran never threatened to occupy Azerbaijan or never showed will to wage a war with its neighbors. The reason behind this rhetoric is that Iran is worried about Baku trying to occupy more regions of Armenia, especially the land on the border with Iran. Tehran believes that Baku planned to cut its border with Armenia, which could effectively cut Iran's land route to Europe. So when Iran holds a drill there, it means that we won't let Baku to occupy the border with Armenia. This is not an expansionist idea. It's actually logical, isn't it? And the only reason Baku and Turkey have not done it yet after 2 years is the warning from Tehran. So it makes sense. Baku and Ankara are really nervous now. They really thought no country won't stop them from tearing Armenia apart and completing their so-called pan-Turkish puzzle in the region. Neither Russia nor France, and US even. But now Tehran is their real obstacle, and this is why they are now directly threatening Iran. Each country on earth should know its real weight and potentials. Playing in a higher ground needs necessary potentials. Azerbaijan alone is not in a place to threaten Iran. It's actually like a joke. For example, Iran is also not in a place to threaten United States, which they have wrongly been doing in recent decades. Baku counts on Turkey, but Turkey understands the facts. Turks have fought Persians numerously in their history. and they know they can't win it. They, I mean Erdogan and Israel, are just using Ilham Aliyev to put minor pressure on Iran, and nothing more than that. In the end, the loser of such a game would be the weaker player. Aliyev is putting its tiny country on the edge of a conflict that might end the rule of his family and change geopolitics of the region. As I said in another episode, Tehran actually backed Baku in their war with Armenia 2 years ago, as the religious structure believed Azerbaijan is their religious brother. But now Tehran has changed stance, supporting Armenia with drones and other weapons. The false confidence Baku has is acting against it. They have turned one big friend and supporter to an enemy, which now supports their enemy, and their support can really change the game. This is the policy every sovereign nation should be worried about. When the Turkish expansionism even includes Iran, it shows that they are repeating the Ottomanism, and it means more wars, blood, and chaos in the region.